So, creating a pure planet. So, together we make a wave of change. So, as we come together, our hearts are in this. We start talking about it with our friends and our family, strangers. We're going to create this wave of change. And this has happened to me many times in my life. It's really exciting. And this is just like the beginning of the wave we're on right now. So, we stay steady, stay focused, and it will rise and grow. And there's a lot of people that have been working on these issues for a long time. So, this is like kind of a restart, a regrouping, a refreshing of the environmental movement. And this is a great moment in time right now because a lot of people in America are waking up to our health. We have people in leadership that are taking some serious action. Um, so many people are waking up, oh, what's in my food? Why am I not feeling good? What's going on? So a lot of it has to do with toxins that are in our food. Our ancestors, they would eat food from the farms, everyone was fine, but now everything's mass produced. We've poisoned our water and our soils. We've put additives in our food to make it last longer, ship across the country, stay on the shelf for multiple years. All these additives and all these things we've done to make food convenient and affordable and accessible has some side effects. So now we've got to redesign the system and and we also have to clean ourselves. We have to purify ourselves to get our health back. Because when we have toxins in our food, and in our bodies, it's like a wrench in the system. It's like we're a machine. We're this amazingly complex machine of cellular processes, enzyme, electrical impulses. There's all these things happening right now. Your trillions of cells are pulsing and alive, and if we have things in the way that block an activity, then the body goes into defense mechanism, starts to try to repair itself, and that's when we're tired and um, Alexander is here, so I'm gonna have him join here. Welcome, brother Alex, to the call. So, trying to get this back to, okay, so creating Pure Planet. Welcome, Alex. So, I was talking about just why I'm doing this. Just we're getting our health back in order. Um, Me personally, I've been doing my best to get my health. I want to stay young. I want to be live to 100. I want to be energized for my daughter. And my health's overall good, but just has been suffering. I've had some health challenges. I eat super clean, eat all organic, and I didn't realize that even organic food has heavy metals and potentially even more toxins in it. So I'm starting to test the food that I'm eating. That's something we're all going to be talking about. We're going to be testing our soils, testing our farms. We're going to be creating pure food. And that's what this is going to be talking about. There's a bunch of business opportunities that we have in front of us. I'm going to share this recording out there and we're going to keep doing more meetings and we're going to create this wave of change together. I tested my hair recently and I found a bunch of heavy metals. I found aluminum, arsenic, uranium, mercury, tin. I think some more were in there. And I'm starting to research all of it, and it's explaining why my energy is not quite right. Maybe I'm craving a lot more caffeine or a lot more stimulants. And ever since I've been purifying myself by taking some herbs and some supplements, and also sweating more, exercising more, getting this out of me, and reducing certain foods that were high in it, high in metals, I'm starting to feel better. I'm getting my energy back. I'm like starting to feel young again, and I'm excited. So that's why I'm doing this because I want everyone else to have great energy. I want everyone else to feel good, and also the children. They don't know, and so this is a long-term project. This is a long-term project. It's going to start with us and who we know and our farms, and if we want to have clean body, clean food. So it's going to start on a local level, connecting with farms, and then on the bigger picture, it's going to be about petitioning our government to take action and maybe even suing them. Who knows what's going to happen? So I want to just start quickly with just some facts based from the last call. Since the last call, I got a bunch of great feedback from people, and I did some research, and I was looking into arsenic because this is one thing that I'm having trouble getting rid of. I was detoxing, and I did two hair tests, and the second one, the arsenic levels didn't really change, but aluminum went down, uranium went down, a lot of things went down, but this one I was like, okay, so I started researching this one. And on Consumer Reports, it has great information. I'll link this in the Telegram group for people to check out and in the comments on the Facebook page. So a stat in there that blew me away was that arsenic is known to kill with only the weight of a postage stamp. So a little bit of this stuff is damaging. And so the sad fact that we're sitting with here is that 1.6 million tons of arsenic was put on American farmlands, and then that is gotten in our water, and it's a big deal. So we stopped in the 1980s, but it still persists, and there are ways to pull this out of the soil. So one of the tasks I'm going to be talking about later is how can we pull this out of the soil? How can we purify our water? I want to interview some experts, and that's going to be one of the tasks for me or for us, whoever wants to take the lead on that. I'm open to co-creating this movement together. And what was really sad to me and shocking was Consumer Reports tested baby food. Baby food has a lot of arsenic in it, and it's linked to developmental challenges. Um, so it's pretty serious, and it's in both organic and conventional foods. It's also in apple juice, grape juice, sweet potatoes, rice, chicken. It's pretty pervasive. There's also a study of arsenic linked to diabetes. I'm going to keep researching things and finding more science and keep compiling that and putting this all together on the most potent science, so we can get to the bottom of this and see that maybe when people are dealing with chronic disease, they tried everything, that maybe to look at this. Functional medicine is one way. If you want to see a doctor, they usually do a hair mineral test. So that's, I hope that through this movement that this will become normal, that everybody in America could have a free hair test, see where they're at with their heavy metals, because this is really important. And I've talked to some friends about it since the last meeting, and they said, you're on the you're on the right path. There's a lot of people focusing on this. And one woman in particular said she helped people, and it was 9 out of 10 times that the root of it was heavy metals. So she was really, really cheering me on and saying, you're on the right path. And for me, the reason, like I said, I've done everything with my health and just not quite feeling right, until this. And then it's like I felt a whole new level of buoyancy and vitality coming back to me, and resilience to stress and just life. And um, so the next slide here. So, okay, so arsenic is one of the many heavy metals and one of the many toxins. There's a lot. There's PFAS, was in nonstick cookware. That's a forever chemical. We're finding out ways to remove that. That's been a challenge. Um, there's radiation. Even here in Florida, there's radiation in the deep well water and actually in the city water. Um, there's a lot of toxins. So ultimately, I'd love to see America and cultures and farms and communities be safe places, places of pure food and pure living. So one business opportunity to start with this is to work with farmers and get them to be certified to be pure. So testing their soil, testing their water, and testing their food for contaminants. Food should probably be grown at this point near the headwaters, basically where the rain is going to be coming in fresh, percolating through the soil, and um, the land hasn't been used traditionally, so it's a better chance of it being pure. Although still testing is going to be important, but that's where I'm focusing. That's why I have a project in Belize. We had a guy on earlier, but he'll hear the recording. Another guy from Sunday, both from Africa, that have showed up. Like, it's amazing. Just two guys from Africa are like really interested in this out of nowhere. So that's exciting because what I'm seeing is they could have uh, a business opportunity to make like cassava or different crops that are certified to be clean. That's a whole nother market. It's like beyond organic. It's a premium product. So I think that's a big market that's just going to be starting to emerge. I don't see really many people doing it. I've seen certain like spices we're getting, or certain sea salts, or certain supplements like that are third-party lab tested. So this is an emerging market. So this is a big opportunity. And I just want to get the word out. I'm not attached to it. I don't need to own it. I just care, and I want to get the word out, get people thinking. And if we come together and we're people that are motivated with good hearts, I know the money's going to come in and support the movement. So that's one big thing. The second thing is another thing that I'm doing, which is going to create a healing center. So healthy is an equation of clean in and toxins out. So it's a toxin-free environment. We're sourcing our clean food regionally and online. We're going to be growing food in this Mayan village, corn and beans, coconut, cacao, plantains, herbs. And it's all easy to grow there. And that's the goal, to grow the food, come, sweat it out, exercise, detox, heal all your emotions, exercise, stretch, sleep, lay in the hammock. So the healing center is really important to me, and a safe place, because that's what I need, and I've been able to do it for myself. So my goal is to have a low cost option for many people. Come out, relax, enjoy a warm winter, purify yourself, and get energized for your passion and your purpose. So another more business opportunities, filtering water for agriculture. So working with water filtration companies to get to farmers. So when the well water's coming out and it's got the metals, we need to purify it before it gets back into the soil. Also, a company to go and do this remediation work. Hemp has been shown to work, pulling up these minerals, sunflowers. So filtering the water and the soil with agriculture is going to be a big part of that. So that's an emerging thing. I want to interview people that are doing this work and seeing if there's ways I can help or collaborate and help get the word out and just find out what's working and and get the buzz going. Also motivating government, having an organization like a nonprofit type thing, taking donations, doing work, so that we can protect the children and protect us and have a healthy population, because America's pretty sick right now. But it doesn't have to be that way. So if we make this a priority and we petition our government and our leaders and show them the facts, show them the science, break it down that this is a really important issue, we'll do something about it. The problem with this really is that it's tasteless. You can't see it, can't smell it. So it's like this invisible thing. That's why a lot of people aren't doing anything about it um, on a big scale, because it's just kind of swept under the rug. So I'm pulling back the rug right now. Seeing the dirt, we're going to clean it up. Um, and the role of government to me is that to protect the citizens. That's why we spend all this money on our defense budget. We spend all this money on healthcare, which isn't working. It's like sick care. People are just sick and then they just slowly die. They never actually get healthy. So if we really care about our citizens, we can prevent disease, save money. Countries like super in debt. We're spending more on interest to pay our debt than actually on our military, which is massive, more than the whole world combined. I mean, it's insane right now how much money we're spending, and things aren't working. So if we want to save America for our health and our finances, preventing disease is a huge one, huge one. Medicare and Medicaid with the military budget, those are like the two big pieces of what we spend. And then on top of that, I think the number I heard is like $4 trillion is what the healthcare system is. And they're just profiting off people that are sick. And they're tied into keeping the things as they are, of all the poisons in our food. But we're making progress on that front. But this is another piece of the puzzle to get rid of the invisible metals. They're microscopic. They're in like parts per million. They're really tiny, but when you eat a lot of them, and if your body's sick from other toxins and your kidneys aren't working, or and your liver's not working properly, it can get stuck in there, and also can go in if your gut, you have gut damage, it can go through your gut and get in your bloodstream, get lodged in your muscles, go in your brain even. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Okay, so another opportunity with activism work. I remember when I was a kid learning about recycling and environmental causes, and it was really moving to me at a young age, and I'd like to see that again. And also, there's so many more toxins that we're aware of now. And one person gave me a great feedback. They said, we need to teach children about the myth of away. Like if we throw something in the garbage, it doesn't go away. We don't throw it away. It all comes back, goes in the landfill, And eventually that works its way into the soil, works its way into the water, works its way into the ocean. So along the process, those toxins, I think they're even like people's medications are in the drinking water. It's, it's wild right now. So water filtration is one thing. I think a lot of people are aware, having filtering your water as you drink, but now we need to be aware to filter the food that we eat. We have to do both. And you can't really filter the food. You have to filter it where it's grown. Trying to get one more guy in here. Okay. Welcome, Tyler's coming here. Tyler's a great guy. Welcome, Tyler. Thanks for joining, man.
Hey, brother. I'm driving home right now, so I figured I'd hop in and see what's going on.
Yeah, welcome, man. I'm midway through the presentation right now. You can see the beginning on the recording if you'd like, but just going through some business opportunities and and then I'm gonna get some feedback from you or Alex or anybody that wants to share any thoughts or any feedback. There's going to be some tasks. Um, I don't know if you saw the first call or not, but I have that recording as well. I went a little more thorough. I'm summarizing it a bit here. And so there's business opportunities. There's money to be made with filtering the water, the soils that food's being grown in, because there's this invisible threat with heavy metals right now. And I eat completely organic, yet it was in my is in my hair and my body and my health. My health is getting better since I've been um, purifying myself and getting rid of foods that are known to be high in certain metals. So we're going to continue doing calls and see what businesses we can start, what action we can take to help get this word out because it's really important. And this moment in time is exciting with a lot of America waking up to what's in our food. And our government is taking some action, but when I read their report, this huge piece of the puzzle was not talked about. So I'm showing up with my free time from this is my passion project and just want to co-create it, get these ideas out and see what comes of it. And I've been talking with, I'll say this, from the last call, I said, let's talk with people, and I want to invite all of us to do that. I had some great conversations with strangers about this, and it felt really, really good. And a lot of people need to know this information. So I'm gonna keep going on let me see the business plan. Where are we? Okay, so we're talking about having certified pure food. We're having healing centers with pure food. But also farmers in different parts of the country, they can have a premium food product category that's certified clean beyond organic. Filtering water, filtering the soil. We're going to interview people that are experts in using like hemp and sunflowers. I want to find out what the cutting edge science is, do some calls with them, see what the latest news is on that. And then the goal is to motivate government either through petition and or maybe lawsuits. Hey, we got to protect our citizens from this invisible threat that's at the root of a lot of diseases. So I'm going to be cultivating a lot of the science. And Consumer Reports has an amazing article. It's in baby food. I'm going to share that link. It's in fruit juice. It's in rice, chicken, and I'm having trouble getting rid of it. I've been doing hair tests. And then yeah, the last business opportunity is teaching kids and getting the word out about toxins and recycling and that everything's connected. We put a toxin in the environment, it comes back to us. There's no way. And I know a lot of parents will take action once they know there's something they can do. So this is the co-creation to-do list. So I gave it overview. Now this is what needs to be done, and it's something I can do in my free time, or it's also something whoever's watching this replay or whatever, we can join forces and do some of this work. So I'm going to be looking into how to test my food and my soil. I've been testing my water and I've tested my hair. So I'm going to be finding which companies are out there, what the costs are, what the methods are. I'll be trying them out. I'll give my feedback. I have one company that's linked from a friend that tests soil. So I'll be trying that. And so that's something we'll
That
find out.
Zach,
Yes.
one of the questions I had for you was
Yeah.
about water testing.
Yeah.
For me here, I saw this device. I think it was on TikTok, where they had they were going around testing water with this little device, and it would give you like a number. And I'm like, man, maybe I need to get one of those because I've been drinking a lot of the tap water here in San Jose. But that was one of my questions for you was like, how do we test the water a little more professionally, I guess? But you just mentioned right now that you're talking about testing the soil and the water.
Yeah. Yeah. There's the I'll link to you either in the Telegram group or somewhere. I'll make sure you get a link to what I'm using to test my water.
Hmm.
There's also like the governments are supposed to test things, but they don't test for everything. There's certain like here in Florida, they're not testing for radiation that I'm aware of, or at least not for the
Uh-huh.
farmland. I think they might supposed to be doing it for the city, but I found it in my city water and they're not talking about it, which I imagine they would. So
Yeah, because I want to test my water.
yeah, so I'm not 100% like, clear on what
Yeah.
cities are doing around the country or who's doing what the rules are. Just kind of emerging into this, but there is a company I use, Simple Lab. They're good. They're good quality. It's a little pricey, but I know that there's low cost options. I think the key is you want something that's quality. So that's something we can
Right.
research together. I think this is
Hmm.
something we can do is to look and see. There might be free options out there too. Like we could just like, hey, I'm concerned there might be lead in my water. Maybe there's some free service because we're finding that out in different parts of the country, like and they're changing the pipes, like in Chicago and you know.
Right.
So yeah, I want to
Okay.
help you make sure you get clean water. And ultimately, the best way to purify water is reverse osmosis. So I would
Yeah.
kind of cut to that chase, maybe right away,
Hmm.
is just make sure you get that. Drinking, the only downside with reverse osmosis is that it cuts out the minerals that are important, the
Yeah.
calcium and magnesium. So you can add those back in or make sure you're eating foods that include that in your diet, or squeezing lemon or lime, putting like fruit juice in your water as you drink like a little bit.
Hmm.
Hopefully those are from clean sources. So that's part
Yeah.
of what this is about. Was that helpful?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, thanks.
Okay,
Didn't want
cool.
to interrupt, but you mentioned it. So,
No, yeah, yeah. Thank you. This is what it is. So we're in the co-creation section. So this is what it's about. So yeah, please interject as much as you want. Um, okay, cool. So that's one of the things to do. So we talked about finding water tests. So that's something, yeah, well, I want to have a resource list of water filters, water tests, soil and food tests, and just have a resource for everybody. Start putting this together. And
oh,
then
I
we're
guess
gonna
another
res
thing.
yeah,
One more thing.
yeah.
I guess we're talking about food sampling. Do you know about the app called Yuka?
No.
Okay, so there's an app out there to start up here in San Francisco, and it's called Yuka, Yuka, and you scan with your phone the barcode on like products at the store for like cosmetics and food, and it gives you a rating and tells you like all about the research that they did on that product. And that's just something that is a resource out there. It's called Yuka, Yuka.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, cool. Thank you, bro. You're right there in Silicon Valley.
Yeah, and so I work at Trader Joe's, right? And I learned it from somebody at work, and then we just started scanning everything at work. We're like, what's good, what's bad, and there's good and bad. It's like it tells you exactly like what's in it. They do this research, and then like the cool thing is that they also they allow you to like submit information on products that haven't had the research done yet, and then they'll add it into the database and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Wow, I wonder if they're doing heavy metals in there. Like, that would
Uh, I have to look. I haven't used it in a while because I've been out of work for a while. But yeah, Yuka, Yuka.
okay, I'll get it, bro. Thank you so much. I want to check that
Mm-hmm.
out. Awesome. Okay, so the next thing is there's two websites that I've seen so far that have a lot of data. One is Consumer Reports, who's done a lot of testing, and also Lead Safe Mama has been testing a lot of foods, even sea salt, which is sad that that has lead in it, and other metals in it. But there is clean sea salt available, and and it's on our website. So I would love to get some data also put together. So that's one thing. And I know there's more information out there, so I want to keep finding like because I was reading that certain people have put their money in. They're like, okay, these wealthy people, they're like, okay, we're just going to test a bunch of foods and find out what's going on. And I want to put that all in one place for everybody.
Hmm.
Um, oh yeah, and then I want to interview the experts who are doing the hemps and the sunflowers and pulling the stuff out of the soil and whatever else is being used. I know like enzymes are being used and mushrooms are being used for different toxins. Amazing. And then a big thing for me is to try to find where I can get bean and grain sources that are clean. Because what's the issue with our food system is it's a commodity. So one farm just grows beans and it goes into the pile with everything. But if we can trace it back to one farm or buy from that farm directly that we know is clean, then that's going to be good because we can live off these things, soaking our beans and be able to have a diet that's clean that we trust.
Hmm.
And yeah, so the call to action is like, please do your homework on this. Talk to your family and friends, ask them if they know what heavy metals are, and it's not the music. You know, um, actually, yeah, just get the conversation going, start talking to people. Maybe at work, Alex, you can talk to people that care and say, hey, I was, learning about heavy metals. What do you know? And just see, let's just
Yeah.
crowdsource it, It's just,
Right. Actually, I go back to work in probably like 3 weeks. I've been out for knee surgery, and I'm about to go back to work. I'm looking forward to it.
oh wow. Yeah, sorry about your knee, man. Maybe we can talk about that
Yeah.
later sometime. I didn't know that you're going through
Yeah.
that. I'm sorry about that, man.
It's all good now. I'm like rebuilt. It's pretty awesome.
Oh wow. Okay, that's good. Well, let's keep you going. No more surgeries.
Yeah, I had a couple questions for you if you
Yeah,
have a second.
yeah, yeah,
I wanted to know more about the hair test. It
yeah,
sounds interesting. I've never gotten one.
yeah. Yeah, so
And you just go to
there
the doctor or what?
you can do it on your own, and if you want your results interpreted, you can take it to any doctor, or some of these companies have their own doctors. So it's about $100 on Amazon. There might be cheaper
Okay.
ones out there too. That's the one I've been using. They're out of Florida. It's local to me. So um, yeah, just you basically cut your hair. You have to cut near the root, and you have to get
Uh-huh.
a good chunk, but not a ton. You can also send pubic hair, or you could send facial
Oh,
hair if you don't want to like
uh-huh.
cut your hair. For
Yeah, yeah.
dudes, it's probably fine, but I got long hair. But I mean, I could cut the back of my neck. You need to get kind of like a good little piece. It's not a ton, but it has to be significant. Fill it in the baggie, you
Right.
send it off, and you get it in about 2 weeks. You get the results, and it'll break down what metals you have. It also will show the minerals. So like
Uh-huh.
magnesium and calcium, all these important minerals that also are super essential for our functioning body. It'll show us if we're high or we're low, and certain ones have to have a balanced ratio. So there's
Hmm.
there's science to it. So it's easy to
Yeah.
see like, okay, I've got like mercury or whatever way high. Like, okay, that's obvious. And then dialing in, is it from my teeth fillings? Is it from fish that I'm eating? Or, we can start researching and finding out where this is coming from. Um,
Figuring it out. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, starting with the hair test is probably essential, and I'd love to help you have that.
Yeah.
I'll send you a link.
And
I'll
then
put a
I
link
had
in there
another
too.
oh,
What?
nice. I had another
Oh,
question. You were saying that
yeah,
you were detoxing and stuff.
yeah,
What are you using to detox?
yeah. Great question. So cilantro is known to be a detoxer, and
Ooh,
some
that's a
people
good
do
one.
do the extract. So like eating cilantro consistently. Um, I have heard people say that doesn't work. Like there's like a myth out there, but I've also
Uh-huh.
seen like a doctor on YouTube saying he got 90% reduction from heavy metals on people's tests in 40 days with cilantro, fulvic acid, and gosh, there was another one that's escaping me at the moment. Um,
Hmm.
I put it in the first call, but if I can find
Okay.
that guy, let me see if I can find the functional medicine video.
Yeah. And then Yeah, what do you do to detox? And then I was wondering about supplements.
Yeah.
Are they good to take? Because I saw a TikTok video where they were like, if you're feeling this, take this, and if you're feeling this, take that, and like it was a detox type of video, and I was like, oh, and like I think I saved it, but I gotta go back and find it. But like taking supplements like B12 and uh, calcium and um, like I have calcium pills that they prescribed me, and I've eaten those, and I think my calcium level was low. Um, you know anything about supplements? Researching supplements?
Yeah, yeah, I've tried a lot of different supplements and I'm narrowing it down. I think a
Yeah.
multivitamin that's plant-based is a good idea. B vitamins are so essential.
Right.
Like niacin B3 is super crucial for our energy and so many functions. Iodine is essential. That's actually an anti-cancer piece, and we need 100 times more than what the government says per day. So there's
Uh,
these drops. So iodine, but you can take a multivitamin with that stuff, and you can get it too. Yeah, so B vitamins are essential, and but ultimately, like if you're getting the test and the minerals test, or some people can do blood tests with your doctor, then you can find out
mhm.
really where you're at because you don't want to over supplement because you can get in if you're overtaking things like I did it with like silver of
Right.
all things, and also magnesium. Everyone says magnesium, magnesium, but you need magnesium in balance with
Right.
calcium. So got to be careful with supplementation. And I would say what I've learned, even with a multivitamin, I'll just take like a quarter
Uh-huh.
of it. I'll bite it in either in half or in a quarter, and I'll just take a little bit at a time and just a little bit until I feel something. And if I feel too much of something, then I back
Cool.
off. So it's like
Yeah.
I'm
Hold on one
supplementing.
second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so okay, I'm gonna keep going. So we've got to just talk about this.
Hey,
Just
actually, I got a
yeah.
quick question for you.
Yes.
Zachariah, it's Doug.
Hey,
So
Doug.
yeah, you know what it is to be Codex compliant?
Sorry
No,
about
You know what Codex Alimentarius is?
no,
Okay, and so these are the people that well, do you know what maritime admiralty law is?
no.
Okay, so there's like there's laws of the land and there's laws of the water, and then there's this like governing body called Codex, and Codex handles international supply between countries. So
Yeah.
countries have rules in order to be Codex compliant. One of those rules is radiating your food.
Oh, wow.
So like in order for it to be Codex compliant, it has to be like it has to go through these processes. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. And did you hear about Florida taking out stuff out of the water recently? Were you a
Yeah.
part of any of that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I mean, that's been a long time fight, man. Finally. And they're
You were
like, oh,
talking
yeah.
about that, weren't you? Weren't you like, hey, we're gonna go and do something about this thing? And then I heard that it like worked out.
Yeah, yeah. It started on the local level. We went to different governments here in Melbourne. They removed it. And at the end of the meeting, they're like, well, what are we going to do with all this toxic waste? It's a byproduct from the fertilizer industry, and they found that it had some benefit for teeth, and so it was used years ago, and it was controversial then. But there's some new studies came out, new leadership came in here in Florida and in the government, and a new study came in at the same time. And then so the local governments took action, and then the state took action, and now all of Florida has removed fluoride.
Yeah, it's super cool. You were talking about grains and beans and everything like that.
Yeah,
I think it's, genius. And I'm going to keep coming to you for this over the years because, like, I want to set up places where these things can actually thrive. Environments where not only are we storing, but we're actually using them, in clean environments. So setting up clean environments away from, major, industry and things like that to get more nature, but I'm super into that. Like, we're going to have to get a legit seed bank that really protects them.
yeah, brother. Yeah, that's exactly. I want to work on that with you for sure. I'd love to. Let's meet up and keep the conversation going because that's super alive for me right now. And we can also talk openly in the group on the next call or however, man. But yeah, I really want to connect with you. I'm so happy you're here. And thanks for telling me about the
Yeah.
codex, about that we're
Yeah,
radiating our
that's
food.
like it's a huge thing that's going on. This is like 10 years old, this information, and it's way older than that, you know. That's just when I was getting it. But all this stuff with the food supply has always been wonky. And that's why it's like it says organic, but it doesn't mean anything, you know, and
Yeah,
like I've been working on these organic farms, like you know how it is. You know, a lot of them are really doing the thing, but they're not mass producing to the grocery stores.
right.
Like that stuff's coming from somewhere else. And like,
Yeah,
don't even get me started on some of these, like the reputations of some of these major fruit companies and stuff. Like, wow,
right.
you know. So it's all pretty gross. You know, like
Yeah, the
we,
wastewater,
you
right?
know,
The wastewater on the California citrus and all that stuff.
oh sure, wastewater is like horrific. And it's always been horrific. And it's like, and for all different types of like every industry, you know, like, but I mean, aluminum, you know, that really kicked off a whole lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got to build these places that are like I know you're more in like the front, you know, like talking to the community, and I'm more like privately trying to you know put this together. But for anybody that's listening to this, stay in touch with Zachariah because you know like there's ways to fund all these things. You know, like if you got projects that are really meeting these criteria,
Yeah, great. Yeah,
open the
let's
planet.
that's what we're doing, man. We're gonna have regular calls. We're gonna keep cross-pollinating, bring us together. And yeah, we'll have these pure places of food, certified, clean for our local communities, giving it to our healing centers. So as they're detoxing, the food that's coming in is clean, so they stay clean. And yeah, we're just gonna keep moving in this direction. Eventually, the goal is the government will fund this to purify all the farms, all the water, and we'll
Well,
see
they
this as
kind
a
of
matter of
already are.
what?
You know, like they kind of already are. They already have things like this going on, and not
Do they?
just our country, but all. Oh yeah, you know. And so it really depends on how you classify it. But there's a lot of funding out there for people that are doing what you're doing, and like I've been saying this because you know we work with getting corporations these tax credits. There's tax credits for this as well.
Oh my
And
God.
so like I'm finishing up those projects so that way I can focus more in on the nature stuff because that's what I'm more interested in cleaning the planet. There's just a lot out there for it. But yeah, so
Well,
keep
okay.
looking
Well,
at it.
Do you, if
Like
you want, at the
we
end of
can
the
patch
call,
that up with some.
you could talk more. I just got a couple more slides, but
We'll
I want to hear
we'll
about.
try to catch up soon. We'll
Yeah,
try to catch up soon locally.
yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah, I want to hear about
Yeah.
these opportunities, and then maybe we can, on another call, I can summarize it and we can put it together. That sounds. I'm so stoked that you're here and sharing this out. I'm so excited to learn. Yeah. So here we
Yeah, well,
are.
I'm
We're talking.
just
Yeah.
crazy you're still going. Go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah.
what was that?
Just that we will get together soon. Like we'll try to do something in the next few weeks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Soon. We were gonna make it happen. I've got time right now for the next couple weeks before I go back to Belize.
Oh, nice.
So
Yeah, I want to catch up on that.
yeah, yes, brother. Yes, brother. So I'm inviting everyone who's here and listening to the call to set the intention to try to talk to someone about this week. And if it's a stranger, that's even better. And you can set the intention and just kind of know that you want to do it and then watch the miracles unfold. I had that happen to me after the last call, and it was so fun just to randomly talk to these people, and there was this power that moved through me and through them, and it was just goosebumps. So set the intention, just talk to someone about it, ask them if they know what heavy metals are, if they know about the toxins in our food system. Let's just keep the conversation going and be positive and solution oriented. And also ask questions. I found that that's a really great way to start conversations. I know we can be, fired up and want to just blast people with knowledge, and I've done that, but I've learned along the way through feedback from my friends that, asking questions creates an openness where people are ready to receive information. So use this tactic. One thing that I can suggest is a question of like, did you know that organic certification does not test for toxins like heavy metals? Ask that question. Oh, did you know that? Like, okay, no, I didn't know that. And what does that mean? And then and then blah 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 blah. Popcorn goes back and forth. And if you're in public, other people will start talking, and it's super exciting and fun. And I thrive on that. But that's me. Okay, so I'm gonna have a Telegram group. I'm gonna be sharing links that we talked about today. Everything that was shared here, I'll be doing some homework on, putting it in there. We'll do another call on Sunday, and we'll have more regular calls, and we'll meet in person. Whoever's, reach out to me in private. We can talk one-on-one, do voice messages, phone calls. Let's keep the momentum going. And that's it. So that's it. So if there's more questions or anything you want to share, this is the moment. This is the moment.
Hey, Zach, I just want to let you know I'm checking out Yucca here, and
Yeah.
it doesn't test for metals,
Okay.
it looks like, but that would be cool to maybe like contact them. It's like a startup, right?
Yeah.
Contact them and be like, hey, how could we like figure out how to test products for heavy metals, or like maybe the research, uh I don't know what I'm trying to say, is maybe like just contact them and try to maybe add that into the app somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because basically what I think they're doing is they're taking all of the nutrition facts off of the cans or the boxes, or the packaging, and then they enter it into the database, and then they take a look at all the ingredients, and then uh, do the research to see if there's any bad stuff in there. But I'm looking at, it has my list of all the stuff that I've scanned, and like I've scanned a ton of stuff, and like I found like good stuff, I found bad stuff, and like all at work, just at Trader Joe's. And yeah, I was just like scanning everything, and
That's
especially your bathroom stuff is really important to scan, like your deodorants and your toothpaste and like your hair gel and stuff like that. Like that's all in Yucca as well, to like get that bad stuff out of your bathroom.
yeah.
And for the ladies,
Yeah.
it's also for cosmetics. So for the ladies to scan all their stuff, so they're putting all that stuff on them, and you don't want to be putting like crazy chemicals on your face and your
Yeah.
makeup and whatnot. But yeah, I just want to let you know that. And I also um, looked up a little thing here, like top detox supporting foods. It says here like cruciferous veggies like broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and kale help
Mhm.
activate liver enzymes that flush out toxins. Leafy
Oh,
greens, yep. Uh, Leafy greens, spinach, arugula, and dandelion greens are rich in chlorophyll, which helps cleanse your blood and liver. Citrus fruits, lemons, oranges, and grapefruits are high in vitamin C and antioxidants that support liver function. Garlic and onions, these sulfur rich foods help your body produce glutathione, glutathione, I can't say it, a key detoxifying oxidant. Berries, blueberries, and pomegranates are loaded with antioxidants that fight oxidative stress and supports detox pathways. Avocados packed with healthy fats and antioxidants that protect the liver from overload. Green tea, rich in catechins, which support liver function and help flush out toxins. And flax seeds, which is high in fiber and lignans that bind to excess hormones and toxins in the gut. And we have that all that at work when I
awesome,
go back
man.
to work.
Where did you read that from?
I use Copilot, which
Okay.
is Microsoft's AI, um,
Okay.
and uh, and I just put in like, hey, I'm detoxing and I want to know what's good to take, and then it also says here like what you said, lemon water, drink plenty of water, and coconut water is great for electrolytes and hydration, and then
Yeah.
bonus boosters. Turmeric contains curcumin, which supports liver health and reduces inflammation. Ginger aids digestion and circulation, helps your body eliminate waste more efficiently. And chlorella or
Spirulina. Spirulina.
spirulina. These algae are known for binding heavy metals and supporting detox.
Yes, those
So,
are the ones that I
so
forgot when you asked me earlier. Chlorella and spirulina. I've been taking
yeah,
those. I feel
yeah,
great
and
on
so
those.
like I'm gonna I can copy and paste this for you and send it to you.
Wonderful. Let's
Yeah.
do it. Let's
Yeah, and
do
I'm
it.
actually gonna like because I gotta go to the store tomorrow and load up again. So I'm gonna go to pick up all the things on this list.
Yeah, brother. That's so great. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are all good things that are yummy, and I try to eat as much as I can of those. I'm so glad to hear all the benefits, it's awesome how far we've come, and I'm so glad that it's amazing, right? You just type it in and
Yeah.
then AI just it's like there it is.
Yeah.
Boom. It's
And I could be
amazing.
like, can you expand this list? And it'll make it even bigger. And
Ah,
like, yeah.
whoa. So it gave you like
Yeah.
the top ones and then it can go deeper.
Yeah. I'll send it to you here in a bit.
Oh, sweet, sweet. Yeah, let's get that out there. Yeah, the chlorophyll and spirulina, that was part of that functional medicine video that I saw. The doctor who said he got 90% of the heavy metals out of his patients in 40 days.
Is that a supplement? Are those supplements?
Yeah, yeah, you can get them as a
Those are
powder or
supplements.
a tablet, and they're algae. It's one of the oldest foods on the
Yeah.
planet. And so you can put it in your
Right.
smoothies, or I take them as pills, or just drink it with water. Feel great, man. It's got B vitamins and so many vitamins and elements to it. It's one of the oldest food on the planet, man. Yeah, it's like this
Hmm.
microscopic
Right on.
algae.
Yeah. Good to know.
Yeah, yeah. What else? Yeah, and I'll put the hair test in there for you. Oh, you were talking about deodorants. Bro, the coolest thing I found,
Yeah.
the coolest thing that for me, being this earth-based guy, my food forest and everything, limes. You can cut a lime and rub it here. It'll kill the bacteria that cause the smell. So I've been doing that like once a week, and I learned it from my Mayan brother.
Oh,
Um,
really?
yeah, he does it, and I actually randomly saw it on YouTube, like out of nowhere. I'm like, whoa, someone else is doing it. One of those little hidden hacks. So you don't like I don't need deodorant anymore, and I've been putting it on once a week.
What?
Yeah, I put it on once a week, kills the
Oh, that's
bacteria.
awesome.
Yeah, and I don't need that like goopy stuff
I've
in
been
my
using
hair.
Tom's.
Yeah, I mean, there's
I've
clean
been
stuff
using
out there, but
Tom's.
what?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I'm
the
sure.
like the Tom's toothpaste and the Tom's deodorant. I switched over to that.
Good. Yeah, there's cleaner sources out there. I was using like a clay based product for a while, and it worked pretty good. It was natural. Um, but this is like basically free. So that's a cool hack. And then we're learning about toothpaste. You could just, that's a whole nother subject to get into the all the different products. And I'd love to yeah, keep talking about this. Lead Safe Mama, I think,
Right.
has done some testing on toothpastes. She's found lead in some
hmm
toothpastes. So she's a great
hmm
resource to like double check with. Um, and it'd be great if Yuka or someone at a
Do you
company
know
like,
the little?
yeah,
Do you know
what?
the little code? There's a little color code on the little end of the toothpaste that has different colors,
Oh,
and the red means like chemical. Watch here, I'll show you. Let me grab a thing.
okay. Alex is the man.
So I have two, right? So I like the Crest 3D white, right? But
Yeah.
if you look on the back, there's this red little stripe, right?
Whoa.
And then if you go to the Toms,
Yeah.
right? The Toms has the blue. Oh, where's my camera? There has a little blue stripe right
Yeah.
there. And there's one more category. I think it's green. But yeah, the red tells you that there's like chemicals in here, and then like this one, the blue one is supposed to be like clean. There's like a little color code on each of the tubes of toothpaste. Um, and yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, also Yuka is good to scan these products, the toothpaste and the anything in your bathroom,
Oh, cool.
shampoos. The
Oh my God.
shampoos, your
Yeah.
deodorant, everything for the bathroom that you use is super cool for you guys. But yeah,
Okay.
the only bummer is that it doesn't have the it doesn't show the heavy metals. But I'm wondering if you could use AI to investigate the like I'll try the toothpaste right now and see
Yeah,
if I
that's
can
a
get
good
some more
question.
data.
That's a great question. Like we could just ask AI, be okay, maybe it can source the information for us and say, what do you have all the studies on heavy metals in foods and like can you break it down by type and category and like the
Oh,
highest first, you know? We can
it
bust
can do that. It's
yeah.
dope. It's so cool. Like
Type
I've
it
been
in
using it for
there.
a while and it's
Type it
pretty
in there if
sweet.
you want. Do you want to do it?
And then I have one more question. Is the
Yeah.
what is the group name for the Telegram group?
Yeah.
Or is it a group?
I'll give you a link to it. It's I don't know if we have an actual like link for it yet or not.
Okay.
Let me see.
Because I got the group thing up here. But like I gotta see if my oh no, my phone number is in here. You wanna link me? I my
Yeah, I have a link I can send you to get to the group here. I'm gonna copy it and I'll send it right to you in the
see
chat here
see
to
if I
you.
can
Oh, it says
there.
private message. I want to send it to the main chat. But
There you
um
go.
yeah, so you can click in there. I'll put it in the if I'll just let it for people that are interested to private message me and then I can send them the link,
Yeah.
get them in there.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, cool.
Bam.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
cool, man. It was a good meeting,
Yeah.
man. Um,
Yeah.
if you want for
Right on.
the end of this one, if you want, real quick for fun, we could do you could type into AI and tell us, and we could paste that into the chat too.
Yeah. I gotta I'm switching over to my computer here so I can copy and paste it. Come on, where's it at?
There we go. Yeah.
Come on, go back. There we go. Pure Planet A10 join the group via invite. There we go. Okay, and then here, check this out. Let's do this. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. I'm gonna copy and paste in here and see how this looks.
Are you in the AI chat question thing?
Yeah, I'm copy and pasting. There we go.
Oh, the detox foods. Okay, great.
And then hydration and bonus boosters. And then so that's what I read off to you guys a little while ago with the each of the information. And then what did we want to do? The toothpaste?
No, no, here I can say the
Oh,
question to you. Can you type it in for me?
okay. Yeah.
You say, can you please compile me a list of heavy metals in our food sources and organize it by type
I have a list of
of metals?
heavy or just metals, not heavy metals.
Yeah, put heavy metals.
Heavy metals in our in our food supply
Yeah, in our food in America
in America
and
and sort it how?
sort it by highest sources.
It- by highest sources. All right, let's see what it says.
Okay.
Bam, 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 bam. This is exactly what you were talking about in
Okay.
the baby food.
Yeah.
Mercury. Let's see the most potent ones. So here's this, which is boom. There we go. And then it's got a sheet here, highest risk foods. Oh, it doesn't want to let me get a copy of the list. Okay, I'm gonna have to, it's giving me a table, but it won't let me copy the table. I can do a clip here. Let's see if this
Take a
works.
screenshot and send it in.
Actually, I'm gonna do the snippet tool,
Oh, cool.
and then I'm gonna copy the snip and then paste it into the thing, and voila, boom. There you go. And then we do this special concerns, surprise sources, tips to reduce exposure. Boom. And then we'll go ahead and copy that. Doop, doop. And there you go.
Can you also
Bam.
can you say get another question? Can you do this one?
Yeah.
You say,
Yeah.
in what science do we have that links heavy metals to disease?
Links heavy metals to disease. Okay. There's a mountain of research showing heavy metals. So let's do this. Doop, 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 doop. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Okay. There's one. Doop. There's another one. This one's pretty long, so I got to do it in pieces.
Okay. Wow, there's a mountain of evidence. Kind of sad, but funny. Sad, funny. What do we do? I'm trying to make this fun, right? Can we have fun one
Yeah.
day?
It's educational as well, right? So,
Yeah. Oh man.
boom,
Well,
there you go. There's that, and like what's really cool about this is you can ask it to go deeper in specific sections. Like, say, if I wanted to do like the cardiovascular disease section, I can expand that section and have it do like a bigger, more like a deeper investigation for you. It's pretty cool.
awesome. Well, yeah, we'll keep it going. You know what I like to do? I don't know if anyone has a printers available, but I've been enjoying when I get a lot of information like this, is it printed out and then I can take it off my phone or off my computer. And also if someone doesn't have a printer, I don't know if people know this, but you can email Staples, the local Staples, you can call them and ask them like, hey, I want to print something. And they tell you, okay, you send it to this email address and then you can just show up at Staples and it prints it. You get the printout, and then you have a hard copy, and you can take it to the beach or take it to nature and like, you don't have to be on your phone the whole
Yeah,
time.
I got a printer. I got a printer
Nice.
with instant ink with it's like a subscription based thing for Epson or no HP, and like you pay like X amount a month, and then they send you the ink, and you could print like X amount. I have 300 pages a month, but like if you don't use the 300 pages, it rolls over, and like I have like 900 pages right now. It's kind of cool, especially like I'm hoping to start a business, so like that's gonna be great for the business. But right now I'm kind of just paying for it.
Yeah. Yeah, they get you
But
with those subscription things, but I know
man,
that,
everybody's getting you with the description.
I
Well, all
use,
right.
yeah, what?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was saying I found that I'm using Brother. I got like this basic black and white laser printer. And the thing with lasers is that it can sit idle for like months and the ink's still good. Whereas with the inkjet, like what you have, you have to like constantly use it or it like gets gummed up. So that's why they do the auto ship to keep it fresh.
Mm,
But but printing in color is easier on the inkjet and cheaper, kind of. If but the laser jet you can do in color too. It's a little bit more money. But so I just switched to black and white, and so it's like $100 for the printer. And then what's cool is that they try to trick you into buying the new stuff, but you can go in there and like manually reset it, so I can like go longer. It's a little techie. I'm techie, but it's just a couple
yeah.
buttons that I press. But that's what I'm doing. I'm saving money on that.
Right on. Very
Hacker.
cool.
I'm a hacker.
Well,
You remember me from the hacker days, right?
oh yeah. I gotta keep this open. All right.
Well,
Well,
brother,
that's
I'm
good
so
information,
happy.
dude. Good information.
Yeah, man, I'm so stoked. We're reconnecting. Here we are in our 40s and
I know.
reconnecting, dude. We met in our 20s, right?
Yeah, or we met
Teenage.
as in our teens.
Teens.
We
Oh my
met in our
God.
teens, dude.
Oh my God. So cool to reconnect with you,
Yeah.
brother. So
Yeah,
cool.
definitely.
Oh, and
We are
Chris
here.
was stoked on this too. I had a call with him. We talked for 2 hours and he was
Yeah.
like, he's like cares too. So I'm gonna be calling him and meeting with him and he wants to help. So that's awesome. Yeah,
Nice.
and he says
Yeah.
he's a partner in a law firm and he's like, maybe we can do something.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah, man. I was like, all right, got to pull out the big guns. So I just want to keep steady on this. I loved, I'm happy that we have all this evidence because it seems like a slam dunk, you know, to really go after
Right.
it because all the evidence is there. I think what the issue in America and the world really is that we have information overload and there's just too much distraction. So one of the gifts that I have is I can stay focused and I can organize things and I can summarize things. So that's a gift I have. So I'm showing up in that way. We all have our unique gifts. And
Mhm.
love the gifts that you have. You love that you're techie and musical. We needed some music for all this. I just want to keep
Mhm.
co-creating this. Even though I'm spearheading it, I want to make sure this is like decentralized in a way, long term,
Mhm.
and that we're all taking ownership in our own way and bringing our own unique gifts. So thanks for showing up, brother.
Right on. Yeah. So check out Yuka. It's a cool app and it's good for yeah, finding good products out there in the world and staying away from the bad ones. Like it's crazy. Like I got like orange sauce and like sweet and sour sauce from Kiko Man on here and like it's like bad.
Yeah.
It's like, oh well, we don't use a lot of it, but like it tells you like what's in it and why it's bad and stuff. And yeah, it's kind of cool to like go, okay, well maybe I'll make food without that in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of to the point where I'm just eating really simple meals, like corn and like tortillas, corn tortillas and
Hmm.
mozzarella cheese. It's from grass-fed cows. The corn tortillas are organic and sprouted, which is how the indigenous used to do it. So it's easier to digest, and the minerals are more
Hmm.
bioavailable. Doesn't have these anti-nutrients and like regular corn, like that'll suck out magnesium and things like that. So it's sprouted. The
Right.
fats are good fats, omega-3s, which are really important to get. And it keeps me full. And then if I put like I can saute some mushrooms, some shiitake mushrooms and butter, put that in there, or some peppers or onions, garlic, make this amazing bomb quesadilla. And you can put fresh avocado on top, a little pile
Ooh.
of arugula, and
Ooh.
it's like that's like staple meal. It's super easy to make, like real quick, done in like 15 minutes. I'm crushing it through the day. And this is kind of how I've been surviving. Um,
Nice.
yeah. So then the next
Right.
step is just to make sure everything is certified. So going to be testing my food to like really dial it in. I'll be sharing my results and maybe more of us can be testing our food and just keep putting this out there. And maybe we can do a fundraiser. I know the Lead Safe Mama has been doing that. She's crowd
Right on.
funds, and then everyone's like, test this product, and so she's testing them all. She has a ton of stuff on her website.
Oh,
Amazing
nice.
resource. Yeah,
Who is that? I'm sorry.
Lead Safe Mama. It's a website.
Let's Save Mama. I want to check that out.
Hmm.
Let's see. Right. All right. Well, I'm gonna get going. I have to jet. Let's say Mama. But definitely, we will keep in touch for sure.
Remember these?
Alrighty, brother. We'll talk soon.
Blessings, brother. Good night.
Night.